Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back. This is Amanda and today I have a very special guest. This beautiful lady is my mother-in-law. Her name is Beth and she is going to be our model today.
Hi.
So I have had some requests and questions about makeup and skincare for more mature skin.
That would be this.
It's beautiful. Beautiful mature skin. And Beth is a makeup wearer, makeup lover.
Yes.
And probably not as insane of a makeup collector as I am, but then again, who is? Some of you are. I know you are. So what do you usually wear just on a regular day?
Well, I'm kind of just very basic. Just some cream and some foundation, a little blush and mascara.
All right.
Yeah.
We can work with that. So we're going to try something a little bit different today.
Good.
Just to get you out of your comfort zone, and I think it'll be fun. We're going to do something a little bit more glamorous,
Okay.
but not crazy over the top. Just something different. What
Sounds
are
good.
colors that you're like, I love the way that looks, but you've just never like taken the plunge into trying?
Well, I've definitely never taken the plunge into trying some darker colors.
Darker colors?
Mhm.
Okay.
But I think that could be fun.
I was thinking like a cranberry,
Ooh, yeah.
kind of purpley reddish.
Mhm.
Not a smoky eye, but maybe something with a little more sparkle.
Sounds good.
You know,
Yeah.
we'll try it out and we'll see how it goes.
Fun. I like it.
So if you want to see Beth's new look, then just keep watching. When we're talking about more mature skin, we want to make sure that we are staying really moisturized because typically that tends to be on the drier end. So your skin isn't as like oily or dewy or glowy looking as it once was, perhaps.
True.
I'm sure there are plenty of ladies out there who are like, I've still got an oily face. But do you find that you tend towards more dry skin?
Yes, I think I always have tended towards more dry skin.
Me too, the struggle. Well, at least I have stuff that
Good. So I came to the right place.
So we're gonna start with a primer. Have you ever used a foundation primer before?
No.
All right. Already breaking new ground.
That's right.
This is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer in Hydrating. So this just gives like a nice evened out and moisturized canvas underneath your foundation. And hopefully it'll help your foundation last longer. Not always, but hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'm gonna put a little pea-sized amount on your finger and then
Okay.
you just dab it around and then rub it in.
Sounds good.
You don't need a lot, just a little. How's that feel?
Great.
Pretty good?
Yes.
All right.
Mm.
Look out, Makeup Forever. Beth's coming for
That's
you.
right. Re-energized already.
Until she sees the price tag on your full size and then she's gonna be like, never mind. I'll go get the L'Oreal one. Speaking of L'Oreal, I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match LUMI Cushion Foundation. This is really cool. Have you ever seen this before? It's like a sponge that's soaked with foundation. So it's supposed to be a thinner consistency and it's also really moisturizing. So we are going to use, I've never used the puff that goes with mine, so we're going to use that. We're just going to dab it on. This is a luminous foundation, which is great for mature skin because it's not going to cling to any dry patches you have and it won't settle into fine lines as much as a mattifying foundation would.
Oh, okay.
So you want to look for luminous, dewy, probably more of a satin finish, and avoid things that are matte finish because they can dry you out and settle into any fine lines. Probably don't want to accentuate.
I just have one or two of those.
It's because you've smiled so much in your life. Isn't that a wonderful problem
That's
to
right.
have?
That's right.
So I'm just going to dab a little on this sponge, get it nice and saturated.
Okay.
And I'm going to just kind of dab it around and then we'll blend it in. So we'll do one little layer like that and blend it in with the Beauty Blender. Nice and damp, squishy beauty. Brand new. Breaking in the brand new Beauty Blender. Now this will just help blend all your foundation, and also the porous sponge will soak up anything like extra product Do you wear concealer ever?
Yes. Especially under the eyes.
Yes. We're gonna be hitting under the eyes, don't worry. Everybody could use that.
Yeah,
I don't care if you sleep for 12 hours and you are 19 years old. You probably need a little something under there. We're gonna be using my favorite concealer. You guys have seen me use it a million times. It's the Urban Decay Naked Weightless Skin Concealer in the shade Light Neutral. This stuff is the bomb. I don't think anybody says the bomb anymore.
It's fine with me.
All right. Yeah. If Beth says it's cool, then it's cool. Okay, close your eyes. I'm gonna do a little bit on the inner corner and then make like a triangle shape under the eye. This lifts the whole under eye area. Setting powder. Also, I always use this too. It's the NYX HD Finishing Powder. It's 10 bucks. Can't beat it. And I just got this new Luxie tapered brush in my Ipsy bag. So I think that'll be really nice for setting the under eye. A little trick I like to do to make sure that it's as smooth as possible. I go back with my original concealer brush but with no product on it. I'm gonna have you look way up at the ceiling and I'm just gonna tap everything into place. When you look up, it's when you can get the smoothest look under the eyes. This way, it's kind of pressing all of the powder concealer mixture that we just made into place and helping it not to crease. I'm going to use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder on the rest of your face. This is just a sheer powder. I like to dust a little bit over my face even though I'm dry because I think that it helps the rest of the powder products to glide on really smoothly instead of skipping over that like kind of sticky foundation. Let's do a little contouring and highlighting. Not gonna do anything too intense, but I did just get this beautiful little baby. It's the Laguna Hot Sands NARS limited edition duo. And it's my new baby. I have a real baby, but this is my newborn. We're so proud of you. So Laguna is a bronzer, but it's see how it's not very orangey at all? It's great for contouring because it's so neutral. And it pretty much looks good on everyone I've ever seen wear it. Tap it off. It's a pretty intense powder. Have you ever contoured your face before?
No.
Do you even know what that means?
You were supposed to ask that.
That's all right. You're gonna learn today.
Okay.
So basically, contouring is adding some extra shadow to make your cheekbone look more lifted and more. It's a good trick.
That sounds good.
So I like to use an angled brush. This is just a little Morphe angled brush. And you look a little silly at first, but trust me, it looks good.
Okay.
You gotta do the fish face, like that. And then you wanna go in that hollow, starting all the way back at your ear. When you blend, you wanna blend upwards and not downwards because you don't want the shadow to go low because then you'll kind of look like you have a 5 o'clock shadow. That ain't cute.
No,
we're gonna use the other side, the highlighter, Hot Sands. It's like a really mellow pink colored highlighter. When you are working with mature skin, you don't want to use like a crazy blam highlighter because they can be really glittery and all that shimmer can kind of settle into any fine lines that you have, especially around your eyes.
Okay.
And then it doesn't look like a soft, natural glow. It starts to look like chunks of glitter, like stuck in your face. So we're gonna avoid that. Sometimes I like to take a little bit on the tip of my brush and put it right in the Cupid's bow right here. This is gonna accentuate the center of your lips, and it'll make your lips look fuller, juicier. It's gonna make your husband want to smooch even more than he already does. Okay, so we just finished highlighting and now we're gonna do blush. I like to do highlight first and then blush on top and use like a matte blush, so something without any shimmer. That way it kind of goes over that shimmer of highlight and kind of blends together and looks more like a natural glow from your skin instead of like highlighter, which, I mean, I like a blind you from space kind of highlighter sometimes. But I don't think that's really your aesthetic, and I don't think that's the best for more mature skin either. You kind of want that like glowing from within look. So we have the Too Faced Love Flush Blush Palette, and I think I'm gonna mix Love Hangover and Baby Love just to give a little pink, cheerful little flush. One of my kind of like tricks that I always use every day, no matter how much makeup I'm wearing, I keep this like random powder brush completely clean. I never dip this into powder or anything, and once I finish all of the powder products on my face, I just take this bad boy and just kind of blend everything together. That way it all looks part of one. Cool. So I'm gonna give you, I'm mostly concentrated on my cheeks, but I kind of just go all over everything just to make sure everything looks blended and natural. So here's a fun one. Do you ever put any product on your eyebrows?
I have not.
Have you ever heard of people putting products on their eyebrows besides me?
Oh, rats, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna talk about this YouTube channel where I saw it. It was fun.
Shameless plug, subscribe. I'm using my Sephora brow box on you today. Don't worry about this really gross looking wax. I'm not gonna put that on your eyebrow. Okay. I'm gonna use this kind of cool taupe shade here and an angled brush. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of brow powder to the ends of your brows where they're not quite as thick. And that's gonna give more structure to the eye in general, especially once you start putting a deeper eye color on. Good. It helps your eyebrows not to get kind of lost in the shuffle. So next we're going to put some eyeshadow primer on your lids. This is the Smashbox 24-hour Photofinish primer. This is just a clear primer, and it kind of does the same thing as that first primer that we put on under the foundation. Helps keep your eyeshadow on longer, and it can also help keep your eyeshadow from creasing, which is a problem for a lot of people I know.
Right.
And I know that people with mature skin tend to have that problem as well. I'm going to use a similar trick to what we did also with the foundation, where you set with a little powder to help all the other powders glide on smoothly. I just like to mix these two creamy shades. This one's like a white, this one's more of a peachy cream. I think these are both from NYX. I forget the name. I'll put them in the description box for you. I just mix those together because it makes kind of a skin tone. And I just kind of sweep that over the whole eye. That way we don't have any sticky spots. If you try to blend eyeshadow over a bare base, sometimes it can kind of skip. So this will help keep your shadow from skipping. The easier it is to blend, the better. So we talked about sort of what kind of look we were gonna go for, and Beth has some beautiful greenish hazel eyes, And she usually wears more of like a champagne nude taupe color scheme that I think a lot of us are just comfortable with, and that becomes our go-to makeup. Even I have a hard time getting out of that like nude eyeshadow roll that I get on. I am wearing gold today.
And it's looking great.
I paid her to say that. So we're gonna go for like a pinkish cranberry, a little bit deeper than what she usually goes through. We're not going for a just blown out smoky eye. She's not going clubbing later.
Definitely not.
She's babysitting while I go. So I have my Z palette here, pretty little Z palette. And I'm gonna start with Dusty Rose from Anastasia Beverly Hills on this fluffy tapered crease brush from Morphe. And I'm gonna put that into the crease just as a transition color, kind of get us warmed up here. Now, I know a lot of people, when they do their eyeshadow, they put on their lid color first and then they deepen the outer part of their eye. I find that if I do the darker color first, then add the lid color, I can go back and add some more depth if I want to, but it's easier to get a really smooth blended look that way. So I'm gonna take a mixture of Secretive from Morphe and Red Earth from Anastasia. I'm gonna kind of just mix those on this little pointed brush from Morphe. And I'm gonna go just on the outer, what we like to call the outer V. It's just kind of the outer third of your eye. It's like contouring for your eyeball. I'm gonna do the all over lid color now. I think I'm gonna use Sangria from Anastasia. Maybe I'll mix that with a little bit of Burlesque for Morphe. Now, before we do anything else, once the lid color is on, I like to go back with the original transition shade on the original fluffy brush and kind of blend that all back out again, so that you don't have any harsh lines where the red or purple or whatever color you're using just ends. Is we're going to highlight the inner corner a little bit. And this is one place where you do want to be careful about using something too sparkly, because this is really gonna fall, it can fall out and it can fall right into your under eye, and then it's gonna settle into any lines that you have down there, and that's bad. So I'm using Nylon from MAC, which is really bright, but it's not very glittery. Right, we finished Beth's makeup off camera because mainly I was unprepared and did not fully charge my camera, so it crapped out on me. But it'll make it shorter for you guys anyway. But we finished off her eyes by using a little bit of the matte shadow called Smoke from Anastasia Beverly Hills instead of lip liner. Instead of eyeliner, to give it a little bit softer look, since we already did something a little bit more dramatic than she normally goes for. And then she put on a little mascara. She used her own mascara, so nobody like comment about how gross that is. And actually it's mascara I helped you pick out a couple months ago. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational, which you probably know is my favorite from the drugstore.
Yes.
It looks great on you.
Thank you.
And we finish off the look with this Sonia Kashuk gloss. It's the color Blush Wine. Blush Wine. Perhaps we should have had a glass.
But it smells delicious because it smells like chocolate.
It smells like Thin Mints, I think.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's good.
It's just a nice, like, kind of deep mauve, rosy tone. And it is really shiny and pretty, but there's no glitter in it or anything like that. So it's a perfect way to finish off our look, I think. What do you think?
And I'll put my glasses back on.
Okay.
What do I think?
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. I got to look at it before. But I like it a lot.
I think you look great. I think you looked great before.
Oh,
but
thank you.
It was very fun to play with your face. That is an odd thing to say to somebody.
Oh, you can play with my face.
It was fun. It was fun having
it.
you. You were the first person to cameo in a video.
Oh, thank you.
So you have a special place in my YouTube channel history.
Oh, I feel privileged.
Well, so do I. Thank you so much for letting me, you know, put you on camera, and it's kind of awkward for all of us, even people who do it all the time.
Thank you for the makeover.
Yeah, you look great.
Thank
you.
you
Are a beautiful model. You were beautiful before. You'll be beautiful after you wipe it off. Okay, everybody, thanks so much for watching. I hope you learned something, and I hope you had half as much fun as we did filming this. We will see you, well, no we won't. We won't see you. She's gonna go home. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Sometimes I do that just to like get it out
and
a little bit.
Action.
Ready? Star power on. This will be funny for the bloopers afterwards.
It's true. Like a blooper video just for me.
Just of my
Keep
like
me laughs.
weird.
Yeah, give me laughs.
I could do that.
It may go viral.
Whatever brings them to my channel. At least they'll know what to expect.
That's right. That's right.
Not trying to be perfect.
No.
Just having fun.
Sounds good.
Usually. Until your eyeliner gets jacked up and then you're like, I stopped
Left
having
eye.
fun.
Left eye's always a problem.
It's not just me. Everyone feels that way. Me.
Do, re, mi.
Is my lipstick even?
Oh, yes.
Okay. We should get to it or it'll get dark before we're done.
It's true.
Sometimes I have that problem.
Too much fun.
Alright. We're talking to the people of YouTube now.
Hello, people of YouTube.
There's only about 50 of them on my channel.
That's pretty good.
Only 5 of them watch.
Yeah, that would be right.
They don't know that we had to stop filming.
So secret. Need a what?
A blush brush.
A blush brush?
A brush brush?
Blush brush?
A brush brush.
A blush brush.
This is my brush brush.
That's your blush brush.
My blush brush.
Brush blush.
We've been reading too much Dr. Seuss to my son lately. Put a little bit right on the tip of your nose just for fun. I don't usually highlight my nose because I have like a lot of pores on my nose.
Is that for the Eskimo kisses then?
Exactly. You can use a whole bunch of different products to kind of even out. Like I have really naturally thick eyebrows, and luckily that is very in right now thanks to Cara Delevingne. Thank you, Cara.
Some good deals.
Hey, when you buy all the makeups, some of them happen to be inexpensive. Okie dokie. Just like, why did I just say okie dokie? Nobody says that either.
I say okie dokie. I text okie dokie. Is that okay?
That is okie dokie with me.
Good.
The finished product.
Oops.
That'll definitely make the blooper reel. And until next time, we will see you next time.
You will.
I said next time twice in a row. Until next time, we'll see you next time.
Next time. See you.
Also, and then
and
two.
Then you
also. The blooper reel is going to be longer than the video.
Told you it's going to be fun.